What is going on, everybody? mjfeldy here, and welcome back to my channel for another LEGO set review video. Today we're going to be taking a look at this LEGO X-Wing Starfighter. However, this is not the newer X-Wing that just came out in January. Although they do look pretty similar, this version came out in 2018. It has the set number of 75218, comes with 730 pieces, and has a target age range of 8 to 14. When this set first came out, it would have cost you 80 bucks, but now in 2021, if you want to pick this set up sealed in the box, it's going to set you back about $120. Now, if you enjoy this video, of course, a like is always greatly appreciated. Now let's jump into it. You can see on the box that 4 minifigures are included in this set: R2-Q2, Biggs Darklighter, R2-D2, and of course Luke Skywalker. This set has some great box art with the Death Star trench in the background, and has the banner that all of the Last Jedi sets had back in 2018. On the back of the box, it looks like the X-Wing is landed in a hangar, maybe on Yavin 4, and you can see some of the play features of the set that we will be taking a closer look at later in the review. Alright, now I already have this set built up because I got it back when it originally came out, so let's dive right into the review. LEGO has been releasing a whole lot of X-Wings the past couple of years, with Poe's X-Wing from The Force Awakens, the other white and blue Resistance X-Wing from The Last Jedi, the orange and white Resistance X-Wing from The Rise of Skywalker, of course this X-Wing, and then the newer version of Luke's X-Wing that came out in January. But I must say, this X-Wing in particular really takes the cake for me. It definitely is the most accurate looking Red 5 X-Wing that LEGO has made to date. Before we take a look at all of the details, I'm first going to show you all of the minifigures that we get in this set. First up, we have the Red 3 Squadron, starting off with R2-Q2. He's just another astromech droid in the gunmetal gray color. He's got some simple printing on the front of the body and also around the headpiece, but it does get the job done. Nothing too fancy with this fig, but it is a nice inclusion. Here is Biggs Darklighter, and LEGO actually experimented with the X-Wing pilot helmet molds in this set. As you can see, these helmets are much bigger than the normal ones, and there's actually some dual molding for the trans orange visor there. I actually like these helmets a lot more than the standard ones. Yes, they're a lot more bulky, but if you rewatch the original trilogy, their helmets are really oversized, so this helmet is actually a lot more accurate to the movies. Biggs' helmet has a black and yellow checkered pattern on the top, and he does have an alternate facial expression, which isn't too different from his other one. He's got some nice printing on the torso, which continues down to the legs, which is nice to see, and Biggs is also armed with a pistol. Now with our Red 5 crew, we have R2-D2. He's the same old R2 we've been getting for a while now, nothing too special about him. But something weird about these astromech droids is that they never have any printing on the back of the body. I've never really noticed that before, but I hope LEGO does printing on the back in future versions of astromech droids. But R2 has some printing on the body as well as around the dome at the top. Luke Skywalker has the same helmet mold as Biggs, of course, with the dual molded visor piece, and he's got 2 red rebel crests on the top of his helmet. He has an alternate face, which is more sad or serious looking, and Luke also has the exact same torso and leg printing as Biggs, but then again, all Rebel pilots pretty much look the same. Luke also comes equipped with his blue lightsaber and a pistol. Alright, now like I've said before, this is by far my favorite X-Wing that LEGO has ever produced, and I guess we'll just start off at the front of the ship and work our way to the back. So at the nose of the Starfighter, there's some nice shaping with this curved slope piece, which I think is just about the perfect piece to use for this section. And there are a couple of 2x4 tiles with some yellow markings that show some battle damage as well. And the body of the ship has a subtle angle that leads all the way to the nose, which is achieved with some hinge bricks. The cockpit section is shaped very well with some curved pieces on the side and some other snot techniques. And there are 2 stud shooters, one on either side of the body of the Starfighter, but if you don't like the look of them, you can simply take them off and it doesn't take away too much from the set. All of the details on the windscreen are in fact printed, which is nice to see, and the windshield opens up to reveal a seat there for either Biggs or Luke in there. It's just a standard LEGO chair that they can sit in, and there's also a little fire extinguisher in the back, which is pretty funny. Behind the seat there is a place where you can store the blasters or even Luke's lightsaber, so that's pretty nice as well. And there's a printed cheese slope for the control panel. Closing up the windshield, we can take a look at the section behind the cockpit where you can fit the astromech droid of your choosing, and there's just a couple of jumper plates that hold it in there, so you can easily put them in and take them out. The X-Wing is definitely a very colorful set. I like how there are bits of red, yellow, and even some sand blue sprinkled throughout. That just gives it a very nice look. The wings definitely have the most detail thanks to a decent amount of stickers. The detailing on each wing is also different. The right wing has more white and the left wing has more sand blue details, which is just something I noticed. The bottom two wings underneath the ship don't have as much detail as the top ones, which makes sense because you're not going to be seeing them a whole lot, but they still do look pretty good and are tiled off nicely. There are a couple of stickers on the top of the engines, and I like the part usage of those sort of hammer looking pieces to make the engines look more accurate from the front. There's also some nice shaping going on, and especially with these new half circle bricks, at least I think they were new back in 2018, but they make the engines look that much more sleek. I also wanted to mention, and I guess you probably could have figured it out since the set also comes with Big's Darklighter, but there are two extra stickered 2x3 tiles, so you can either make this set the Red 5 X-Wing piloted by Luke Skywalker, which is the way I have it right now, or you can switch those pieces out and make it the Red 3 X-Wing piloted by Big's Darklighter. I really love how LEGO made you able to do that. It's such a small detail, but it's still cool that you can choose whatever crew you want to pilot your X-Wing. On the very ends of each wing are the laser cannons, which look pretty good, and on each one there's a spring-loaded shooter. Usually I'm not a huge fan of spring-loaded shooters or stud shooters unless they're very well hidden in the set, but I do like how you can fire all four of the laser cannons just like in the movie. However, I noticed that when you're handling the set, especially around the wings, it's very easy to set one of the spring-loaded shooters off and send a missile flying across the room. The main play function of this set is that you can make the S-foils transform into attack mode. In this X-Wing, they decided to use a new mechanism where you can push forward on this tan knob with your thumb until the wings are locked in place. There's also front landing gear that you can fold up in the ship while it's in flight mode. And if you want to fold the wings back together, you can either pull the knob back with your thumb or you can just drop the set. Yeah, that's right. There's a Technic piece on the bottom that sticks out when the S-foils are in attack mode, and if you drop the set on the table, the wings go back to normal, which is a super awesome feature because if you do accidentally drop the X-Wing, then the wings won't get damaged. I like this mechanism a lot more than the usual gear system that LEGO has used in their past X-Wing models because of how hidden it is compared to the giant gears sticking out of the top of the other ones. However, one problem I have found is that the pieces that spread the wings apart tend to wear on these 1x4 plates and damage the sides of them ever so slightly. That's probably also been a problem with the previous models, but I just wanted to point that out. The back of the X-Wing looks fantastic, especially the greebling in this middle section, and there's a lot of cool part usages. The four engines look really good as well and are super secure and won't fall off, which is always a good thing. And they used pink transparent cone pieces to look like the thrusters, which is really nice. Overall, I absolutely love this set. It's definitely the most accurate looking X-Wing from the original trilogy and that LEGO has ever made, in my opinion. And I especially love the mechanism that allows the wings to open and close into the attack position. Let me know what you guys think about this set in the comments below, and as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.